have an incredible special guest live here in the studio, welcoming Tate McRae.
Hi, Tate.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I usually like to say, it's that we miss Adam Wiles, but we're replacing him now officially with you, Tate. Yeah.
Perfect.
You're on the show now forever.
Hell yeah.
You are in town for a incredible reason. iHeartRadio rooftop sessions going down this afternoon. You are also going to be guest hosting with Miles on iHeartRadio nights. We're taking over with Tate here.
Yeah.
You just came off of a studio album release and then a tour. Are you tired? How you doing?
Yeah, a little bit. Honestly, for like the longest stretch of months, it was like hardcore. I was like, this is never ending.
Yeah.
Like going up to an album, being in the studio every day. Also, finishing an album while you're on tour is just like the most wild process ever.
Yeah.
I traveled like the entire world, and so it's a little nice to be back.
Just to have a second to reset.
What's it like the night before you release an album? Like you spend months and months and months working on this, pouring your soul into it. That night that you go to bed, when you wake up, things are just going to be different. Oh. And for you in this situation, you're on a world tour. So like you're not even in your own home surrounded by... What was it like when you woke up that day?
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, a lot of people love releasing music. Like, they're like, oh, it's the best day ever. I'm like, I find release days so terrifying.
Yeah, really?
It's like much better like a week later.
Yeah.
Just like the first day it's like scary because I feel like all my music is pretty like personal and everything I write like fully by myself. So it's scary. Like you're like, oh my God.
I want to know because you have a huge online presence. You're also incredible on TikTok. So when you release new music, do you stay off your phone or do you have like a ritual? Like do you go on? Do you read reviews? What do you do?
For the first like 6 hours, I try to be like, I'm not touching my phone.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're glued to it and you're like, oh my gosh, like I wonder what people think, I wonder what people say. I'll get like texts being like, my mom's already checked for me.
Yeah.
she updates me before I update myself.
It's doing great.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you're scared before you put something out, and it's because you pour a lot of yourself into it. It's very personal. Is that what the fear is? Is like, I just want like understanding that what you're putting out is relatable? Is that where the nerves are?
No, I mean, I think
just being vulnerable.
It's like walking into a room full of strangers and being like, oh, this is my life story.
Yeah.
Like
here you are.
Here's all my trauma. It's very I don't know. It's like super honest. I feel like that's just the main idea of all my music. So it's obviously scary and you don't know how people are gonna react to it. So
you're quickly becoming one of the biggest voices in pop. You are a huge star on the rise. I mean, you're everywhere online. You're also young. So like, what do you want next? Because I mean, you're traveling the world, you're releasing albums, but like, what's your next big mission? What's the next thing that you want?
I mean, obviously last year was my first like ever real tour. Obviously I still want to like travel everywhere. It excites me so much just to see new faces everywhere and just get to perform my own music everywhere. But honestly, like a new phase of music. I'm like such a big, I love starting new eras of music as I get older because I'm like 19 now and I feel like I'm a whole different person from when I was 18. So
absolutely.
I just have a lot more to say.